Game one, Mouse came out firing and got the job done very quickly and efficiently, knocking EG down to 0-1. And EG'd had enough of that, came back with a straight punch right to the nose, hanging a sub-20-minute GG on Mouse in Game 2. Now the thrilling conclusion, EG versus Mouse. Game 3 on the way at the HyperX D2L. Crystal Maiden and Bounty Hunter lead things off for Evil Geniuses. We got the Prophet out for Mouse, waiting to see what they want to pair with it in the first half of the draft. To break this draft down and basically just tell you why, what's what in Dota. That's once again Ben Merlini Wu. Welcome back, Ben. And it's been a fun series, man. I mean, let's call this what it is. It's the bottom of the bottom feeders. EG versus Mouse sitting very, very low in our standings, 0-3 and 0-4 respectively. And both just looking, I mean, at this point, EG maybe has a very outside chance of winning out and maybe making some noise for a final playoff spot. But even that's pretty much wishful thinking. Mouse at 0-4, definitely out of the race, more or less. So, I mean, when you look at what this series means to both teams, predominantly it's going to be just the chance to find the identity both have been lacking, not just here, but in other tournaments across the scene as well. And I think we've seen some real good stuff out of both sides so far.
Yeah, they definitely both look promising, at least much promising than some of the previous series that we've spectated from them. And yeah, it's going to be bragging rights for them. Evil Geniuses going with the Bounty Hunter pick, Mousesports with the Elder Titan and Nature's Prophet. That is a very strong core from them. I'm not sure where they're going to land Elder Titan, though, because Nature's Prophet is almost certainly going to be your jungler. And neither of them are really strong in dual lanes. I guess Nature's Prophet is worse off in the dual lane than Elder Titan. So Mousesports already with like some sort of laning issues. Bounty Hunter typically very good versus Nature's Prophet, just being able to scout him out constantly and prevent the split push. But that's only if Nature's Prophet doesn't get like a 5-minute Midas like last game.
Yeah, ET, I agree with you. I think we've both talked about that. In particular in the East in the first week or two of play in the Eastern Division. We saw a lot of ET picks and some support ET. Neither of us really a big fan of that. He can be run solo mid, but you run into the same problem you do when you put a hero like Lena, for example, in Game 2 there. I mean, he's going to really benefit from the levels. You can do some things with him with an adequate amount of farm. I've seen Orchid built on the hero. I've seen Armlet built on the hero just to help him contribute in other ways. But generally, you want to get him active, and he doesn't deserve that much farm priority early on because he just isn't all that level dependent to feel effective in the mid game. So, especially against Evil Geniuses, this is going to need to be a draft. Evil Geniuses with the Bounty Hunter and the Crystal Maiden, I should say. I mean, CM, obviously a hero that's going to want to roam very early and to try to be effective that way. Bounty Hunter is going to want to get in on that action if he can get a quick 6. We did see a struggle to get Bounty to 6 in Game 2 and just how much of a dent that puts in any kind of aggressive potential you happen to have. But, yeah, I'm anxious to see what ETs or what they're going to do with Elder Titan. Still waiting to see the rest of the draft. I do like that Mal's banned out MSS's Timbersaw. He had so much success in Game 2.
You want to be with your mid hero. It's like you got crushed by them so badly that you just have to ban it out. And like Mousesports didn't have to ban out Evil Geniuses that last game, but we see that sometimes people are just like, oh my gosh, that guy was just so dominant on that hero. And MSS, I mean, I think if they want to just put him in a solo hero mid every game just for him to work on his like movement and other fundamentals besides hero mechanics, I think Timber is right here over them. Evil Geniuses with the Bounty Hunter and the Life Stealer pick. That's a lot of melee. And Naga Siren, pretty good from Mousesports. It didn't really work too well for them last game, but now it's more anti-Life Stealer. It's a good setup for Elder Titan Ultimate too. So I think a better pick this game than last.
Yep, no Mirana going to be available for crit if they do want to go in that direction. The clock was banned out as well. So these teams adapting fairly well. We actually see Mal's ban out J.O.'s Chen. And as you mentioned, J.O. played a pretty damn solid Chen in Game 1. Can't really complain. And for a guy that we've seen play that hero so little to come into a professional match, even against a struggling team like Mouse, and perform that way, it really bodes well for him. And of course, the storyline going to be, are they going to keep Jo in the 5 and 4 role and keep Fear on carry, or is this just an experimentation period? Is it like college? Is it time when you're trying new things and hope no one finds out? Is that all I get? A chuckle? No follow up. Come on, man. even Conrad was chuckling behind the monitor.
I didn't know what to say to that. I think that Evil Geniuses, to be honest, I don't know. I haven't really seen Jo on that many other heroes besides Weaver, Gyro, I think like Alk before, but he's going to be playing support. And with the support repertoire out of Jo, I have no idea. I if I knew his hero pool more, I would suggest something, but That's up for the captain of EG to decide. As for Mousesports, I think they need to do something definitely different than the first two games, just because it didn't really work out for them. Enchantress pick up from Evil Genius. That's going to be very interesting. It's going to make them very roam dependent and not very laning dependent, or not like in the traditional sense of laning, not like, a traditional one-on-one matchup. They just have to move around a lot. Bounty Hunter are most likely going to be an off lane, Lifestealer safe lane, Enchantress CM just moving around a lot. So I think they can definitely put the pressure up on Mousesports. Like Mousesports needs some time to get up and running, but like CM very strong at level 1 and 2, Enchantress very strong at 1 and 2 as well, and Elder Titan Natures probably will kind of suffer in the way of those ganks. Evil Geniuses should also pick a very strong mid, not a passive one, nothing like a Shadow Fiend, I think, that requires like a lot of babysit. Someone that can get a lot of kills, I think, like a Storm Spirit or Puck.
Yep, obviously those are the two number one choices as a vehicle for Lifestealer bombs. I like one thing that stands out right off the bat when you look at what EG is doing with Crystal Maiden, depending on how they do her skill build. Probably, I would say almost more often than not now, we see 1-1-3 as the build for her leading up to level 6, just to give you that aura, just to allow your heroes to stay much more active and to shore up any mana issues. And having a Bounty Hunter helped out with 2 or 3 points into Crystal Maiden's aura, and the Enchantress as well there to heal heroes up. She does benefit a lot from that aura as well, just because she can spam Nature's Attendance every time it's off cooldown to heal anyone that happens to be in range. They're going to have some immense offensive pressure, especially if they do, as you said, and select a mid that by nature can get out, get active, has some reach, has the ability to pressure this team. And once again, looking at Mouse, this is always a concern when you have a Bounty Hunter on the other team, especially when you have a decent amount of gank potential in the Enchantress and Crystal Maiden. They're going to have some pretty ripe targets. Nature's Prophet, Naga, and Veno, all pretty damn squishy early on. Even the Elder Titan, as much as he can benefit from his stomp as an escape mechanism, etc., generally, he's kind of easy to bring down before he gets up an item or two.
And so last pick coming out, Mousesports lacking a hard carry. That's the most obvious role that is left for them. Evil Geniuses obviously lacking a solo mid, unless they want to put something unusual there, but I doubt it. So Mousesports should ban, I think Storm is a bigger deal. Yeah, but Puck with the silence is also really annoying too. So both of those are just like, going with a Magnus. Wow.
I like the
MSS Magnus is pretty good. I've seen it before.
I like the mag pickup a whole lot because they should be able to free up enough space for him with CM and Enchantress alone. Even if I'm in EG's shoes right now, I think the two number one things you want to do, one, Lifestealer's farm matters, but I don't think it matters nearly as much as getting Mag a good blink at a good time. Arc Boots, of course, tend to come out first, but getting him those 2 core items in the beginning, keep him safe in mid, get the Bounty Hunter to 6. Make sure that wherever he is, it's not going to be a situation like we saw in Game 2 where you had a Bounty that's running around at level 4 at like 10, 12 minutes in. Get him 6 as quick as you can and allow Crystal Maiden and Enchantress to be enough of a threat to free those 2 heroes up. Lifestealer will find his farm one way or the other, even if he has to duck into the jungle. If EG can accomplish those 2 goals, this Mousesports lineup could be in trouble. I mean, they have some nice single target lockdown. They have Venom Slow from Venomous Gale, but right now they basically got Ensnare, Elder Titan Stomp, and Split. Earth Splitter, as good as it can be when it hits, is just not that big of a threat early on whenever you're not doing pure 5-on-5 at the tier 3s, for example. But that is going to be shored up a bit with Ryze playing on the Alchemist.
Yeah, and looking at the last pick from Mousesports, Alchemist, and it's a lot of team fight from Mousesports, and if Magnus wasn't picked out by Evil Genius, they would just get absolutely romped in 5-on-5. Puck is like decent at 5-on-5, but Magnus is one of the kings of 5-on-5 right there. So I think it's a good pickup by them. He's going to get focused like very heavily. Do they actually have that much to stop him from casting RP though? Pretty much just unstable concoction. So I think it's a very good pickup from EG. Let's see if MSS can deliver.
Yeah, and I like that cape that Ace is wearing on his Nature's Prophet. It looks very green, very, very stately. Anyway, the good luck, have funs come out on both sides, and we'll see the laning phase take shape. Look like so far it's going to be a tri-lane at top, and that's just MSS moving that way. Jay will be in the jungle, so MSS will drop down to mid. Could be a duo lane at bottom. Fogged and Universe are heading that way. And if they decide to do this, I'm a pretty big fan of it. Just getting Universe to 6 at a decent clip. I'm not saying he needs to be there like 5 minutes or something absurd for a Bounty Hunter. But just getting him there in due course to allow him to contribute once the 5-man starts is going to be a very big deal. And looks like Mouse is rotating through. Don't think they're going to spot much. Universe has dropped a sentry ward, so we'll see if they're able to deward that. They do have some sentries on Rise, who's playing on the Alchemist. And are they going to farm the Naga? They've got Rise on the Alchemist, and he's...
it's Unicorn. Unicorn's a farmer on their team. So.
Yep. So, yeah, Rise is actually going to be playing a support Alchemist here.
Yeah, I would prefer a farmed Alchemist just because he scales a lot faster, and EG can bring up the pressure very, very early with a Bounty Hunter, and especially with Lifestealer infested inside of him. Universe will actually be able to avoid both of the wards, and Alchemist doesn't have a skill yet. They will see Universe right now, though, but he didn't actually give him early First Blood, and that is a very potent combo. Naga and Snare into a Unstable Concoction followed by a Venomous Gale. that is very scary.
Yeah, that's rough going.
But now they don't really have anything for the lane, though, and he might just be able to leech a ton of experience.
Yeah, I think this actually favors EG quite a lot. MSS...
Oh, wait, those are dire wards.
MSS in his mid matchup against Crit, like, this should be just perfect for him. He should have no trouble whatsoever. I mean, he's going to be spammed, but that's fine. I mean, a mid-mag is used to taking some damage, and he'll be bottle crowing, of course. And, yeah, there we can see the Astral Spirit coming out. But he's going to be able to get his farm pretty effectively. Meanwhile, the Bounty, so long as Universe plays carefully here, he should be able to get enough XP. And at top, they're not going to have any problem farming Fear, and Fogged in this situation in the tri-lane is going to be able to dance backwards and rotate out with Jo to mid anytime they feel like it. So I feel like this actually favors EG heavily.
Yeah, things are going, at least in the first minute of the game, decently for EG. Looking at the early movement, though, from both teams, looks like Enchantress is set up in the safe lane jungle, has already 2 creeps and a smoke, so we could see a potential very early kill on Crit. Oh, the skewer back! And a block.
Yep, trying to get some damage done.
That is a lot of damage done.
Yeah, and bottle done on MSS now. He will go ahead and pick it up. It's on the courier as we speak. Crit looks like he's got his coming
Look
out.
at Universe. He's being so cheeky.
Yep, I was actually looking at that whenever the skewer took place. He is soaking so much experience. He's
they
almost level 3.
They know he's there. They know he's there. This might be our first one.
We've got a rotation in mid as well. We'll keep an eye on that in just a moment. Pinged out, and Universe trying to get back. Will be dusted just as the Unstable Concoction goes off. There's the Gale to follow it up. So this will be First Blood. And Unicorn takes it with the Riptide. In mid, we still see the rotation coming from Jo. And Elder Titan's way far forward. Crit way out of position. The net goes off right before the Summoner drops. MSS isn't there to get ahead with the Skewer. We'll go ahead and use it. He's going to have a Shockwave if he wants to spend it. That will be a return kill. And
creep or aggro change from them.
Yep. So they end up trading 1-for-1. First Blood advantage does go to Mouse, however, but bringing down the ET can't help but feel like is a bigger deal than bringing down the Bounty, especially since Universe was able to soak up almost 2 full levels of XP before he was spotted.
And it's not only that, is that MSS has just much more free reign in middle. Like, if you kill a Bounty Hunter on bottom, he's still going to be in that same position before. Really scared, right? But MSS, like, it's much more likely that a mid's going to snowball than an off. Look at Ace, he's doing okay on top 2, just farming away. Lifestealer looks like he's going for an early Midas build. Is Ace actually going to go for a Midas build himself or a phase boost? TBD.
And I mean, he's doing all right, like you said. He's sitting at 3.5, so he's getting a decent job done in the offlane. Universe is going to go ahead and rotate over already, though. And Crit sitting just about 1 full level behind MSS at this point. Certainly down, but not quite out. This will be free farm now for Unicorn on the Nog. It's been a long time since I've seen a one-position Naga Siren. I mean, the hero can do considerable damage, and you have a variety of builds you can go on, or you can try to rush a Radiance if you want to go in that direction. Or you can even just go straight up Diffusal and player like just like any other agility carry. Get items like a Manta and a Butterfly.
Yeah, it's just that she farms really slowly, and she's fairly vulnerable to ganks too. And a lot of people like her active early.
Yep.
And I personally think Naga's a fantastic carry. She is really good at fighting without items, so she's good at like coming back from behind. And once you get items on her illusions, they just wreck face, and you can't even stand up versus illusions. It's really nice as a carry when you don't actually have to put yourself in danger to do damage. Like a lot of heroes have to go BKB and whatnot and run the risk of dying or just getting locked down. But Naga Siren, like, you can just do a lot of damage with the images, you can scout with them, you can farm with them, you can do a ton. And the Song of Siren is just really helpful to for setting up or for escaping.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing about Naga. The reason she has been predominantly run as a support instead of a carry, at least as of lately, is because she contributes so much with only a few points into her otherwise non-carry related skill set. I mean, in Snare and Song alone, are worth the price of admission. But if you decide to put her in the farm, it'll take her up. Hold on, Ace. They eat the Janata. There's a Shuriken toss. Fear's on him. We'll get off the open wounds and prompting the TP reaction. They get
That's
along
aggressive.
Yeah.
That's at a T2 tower.
Yep. Rise is going to come out. He's level 3.5. Not a single point into Grievel's Greed, as one would expect. Crit's going to die in mid again, though. MSS finds him with the Shockwave. He'll end up trading himself away, though, but still going to be a win for him as the experience went to him and only Fog soaking up the XP from his own kill. Fear will rage through an unstable concoction, so he'll be able to pull back safely.
Yeah, and it looks like Crit is just not having a good game. 0, 2, and 1 on him. They did get the kill on MSS, but does he have his arcane boost yet? No, actually, Mag is not very farmed. I thought he would be more farmed with 2 kills, but yeah, suffering a little by the wayside there.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty big deal, too. I really liked what EG was doing with their lanes because it seemed like he was going to have up his stuff pretty early. But granted, it is 5 minutes in, so it's not like we're sitting on 10 and he's feeling very hungry. He's also got 26 CS, which is at least in the ballpark of where you would expect him to be given his
Fear
success.
almost has his Midas.
Yep. And Fear.
I'm surprised he went for the Gloves of Haste first. A lot of people would just go with the recipe first so they can use that, get that 190 up ASAP.
Yep, and the recipe is on the way. So Universe continuing to suck XP. It's just him and Unicorn going toe-to-toe down here as the supports have been rotating around. And he's already level 4.5. And a lot of EG success, especially with Fear going with a Midas build instead of a mid-game contribution build. A lot of it is going to ride on what Universe could get done on the bounty once he does hit 6.
They draw the sentry. They're trying to kill Universe a lot, but I mean, he's only died once, and look how many sentries they have too, and they use a dust. So he's doing okay in terms of just controlling the bottom lane, making sure that they aren't wreaking havoc on the other sides of the map. Looks like Nature's Prophet is going for that phase boost first build. Jo sending his Centaur, and I haven't really seen too much of Jo. Looks like he's been involved in 1 kill. Looks like that first kill on the Elder Titan middle. Looks like they want to kill him yet again with Universe circling around from behind, but Synderen is already there.
Yep. Universe just about out of time on the haste, and Crit, as you mentioned, already having help. MSS is 7, has RP if he wants to spend it, but Universe short of level 6. Don't think they're going to really want this to take a chance here. This just doesn't seem worthwhile. They might be able to catch him back at the medium camp, though. Here comes Prophet in. That will be spotted by Universe, so has a good idea what's going on behind the scenes, if nothing else. Just some valuable intel. Valuable recon.
He might be able to get a kill on Crit, though, if Crit's not careful. He is.
Up, here it comes. There's Shockwave. Well executed. Shockwave to follow up the Janata and the Shuriken toss, and he just let himself get way too low trying to jungle up on the medium camp. That's going to be MSS's Arc Boot stun plus 500 gold.
Yeah, yep. He's looking really nicely, and they really need to blink up on him. If the longer the blink is delayed, the worse things off for EG. And like Mouse could potentially 5-man. Let's look at Naga Siren. What is he doing? He went to Drums first build, so yeah, they can fight early if they so desire. But the problem is Nature's Prophet is going to be really underfarmed too. So I think they might want to like get their Midas up on Nature's Prophet before they start 5-manning if they feel the pressure to. But as of right now, it's like getting to that point where EG's pulling slightly enough ahead that Mouse actually has to do something about it. Looking at the gold graph, 1,500 gold in favor of Evil Genius.
Yep, and take a look at Unicorn. He's going to, I like this choice, not going with the Radiance Rush, instead going with, and I remember talking to a number of people that are actually playing for Mouse now, that they felt like Radiance was fairly strong on the Naga Siren. But instead...
It is strong.
Yeah.
It depends on what lineup, though.
Yeah, exactly. And going with a Drums, most likely either phase or treads, and then probably straight up into a Diffusal. Diffusal really is just a big item on her. And we can see Universe is moving around again. He is halfway to level 6. Ace is going to make a very appetizing target. He's going to keep an eye on him, at least for the moment. The lane is shoved, so I don't know that MSS is going to be able to show up. Here he comes, maybe. Yep, here it comes again. There's the Skewer, Janata, Shuriken Toss, Shockwave.
Exact same thing that happened last time. Like, almost exact same thing in exact same place.
Yep.
And they have to be more cognizant of it. They just need to plop down a sentry right here. Or maybe back here.
Universe is now level 6, too, by the way. Oh, he's going to be able... Oh, look at Crit. He's low again. Universe is going to walk right up to him. The Shuriken toss. He's eating so much damage. Shockwave barely dodged by Crit. That'll save him a track kill. Now they're going to try to find Universe, and they do.
Nice dodge by Crit.
Yep. Risk reward that time favoring Mousesports, and a little bit greedy.
And no boots yet on Alchemist too, so he's suffering in terms of items. Lifestealer already with Phase and Midas. Fear is farming like a champion up top. Looking at Ace's farm, looks like he doesn't even have Phase boots up. Man, this is problematic. But in the meanwhile, Unicorn pressuring bottom tower, 1,500 gold to his name.
Looks like he's going to go ahead and rush for the. One would imagine he's going straight for a defusal with 1,500 and nothing bought. Or honestly, he could transition if he really wanted to a Radiance build. I mean, I don't. With the Elder Titan on team, it would make sense. I mean, the Radiance burn is going to be very, very effective in that case. And we'll wait and see. I mean, he's yet to show us anything, but I feel like EG is at the advantage, but Mouse is holding serve fairly well here.
Yeah, they don't really have the lockdown to kill him though. They have to get an RP, or else he's just gonna Song of Saturn and they're gonna waste a lot of time. So I think it's the right decision for them to not pressure him right now until they get the ultimate up on the Magnus. And then once they do that, they can just use Lifestealer bombs if Mouse is playing passive, and they can expend RP on solo kills, and it's just gonna be a big problem. And Lifestealer too, he's gonna have his armlet fairly soon at this pace.
Something that I don't think EG has done enough of. Universe has made up for it in a big way with those 2 kills down near the tier 1 mid. But we just haven't seen a lot of action out of Jo and Fog so far. And really, when you're talking Enchantress and a Crystal Maiden, 10 minutes in, we should have seen more out of them. The fact that we haven't, I think, is them missing a big opportunity, given how underfarmed the Alchemist is, given the Prophet isn't that far along, and given Naga is a very susceptible target before level 6.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. That's a very good point. I hadn't really noticed them at all.
Yeah.
And 0-0-0 on Fog, 0-0-1 on Enchantress. They're not doing amazingly in terms of level, and they haven't pushed. But look at this opportunity right here. Crit's just so low.
Yep, being chased away. He actually used his wand charges. Now they're going to reinitiate. Ace caught with the track. That's a track kill going the way of MSS. Just what he needs. That'll put him over the limit for his Blink Dagger. That is such a big deal. They're trying to push down bottom, and they do succeed in that, so they trade a death. Granted, it was a track death.
Unicorn with the boots of travel. Dang.
Wow.
That is some ballsy. I mean, I like boots of travel, but sometimes it's just not the right thing.
Gonna shout out to my buddy Dig and Synderen.
Synderen gets caught.
Yes, Shuriken toss from Universe.
Wait for his team, get that track gold. Fog's like, wait up for me, man. Wait up for me.
Here's Jo. It's like, yeah, I'm here. It's fine. Auto attack. Oh, KS. Jo with the KS over the trees. But anyway. Yeah, another nice track kill going their way. But yeah, shout out to my buddy Dig, who builds nothing but Soul Ring, Boots of Travel, Midas on every hero ever in the game of Dota. And he would, I'm sure I'll hear from him later on.
That would make him proud.
Is that you too?
I think if he goes this build, he should have just gone Midas. If you're going to farm for 12 minutes and not contribute, just go Midas and then go drums and then go BOTs. And you'll have it within 15 minutes as opposed to 12. But your 20-minute phase of the game to 30 minutes is just going to be much, much stronger. It looks like he is going for a defusal after. But, I mean, if he dies with a couple of times and doesn't get his defusal, which is actually pretty likely considering that Magnus already has his blink out and Bounty has just been super active around the map. And Lifestealer has his armlet coming up pretty soon, and I think EG is going to start turning the screws on Mouse.
Fog, very low in health, will be healed up by Nature's Attendants here in mid. Jo does have a DD. Synderen, level 6.5, so he's getting there, but tell you who is...
Skewer and mid crit. Oh, no.
Freezing field. Basically.
Right there.
Fog just lets it channel, because you know what? Why not? It's fine.
It's like when you whiff a black hole, you just let it ride, man.
Let it ride. You never know. Someone might wander in. You don't know if someone is invisible and caught in that, right?
Yeah. You might get a free creep kill too, man.
Exactly. Free CS. 3-7, EG is beginning to take control, and they're going to rotate up to top. Synderen probably in some real trouble here. He's throwing down the old playboard wall.
He's in a lot of trouble. They're circling around behind tower too. It looks like Rise will catch out Fogged.
There we go. They're going to be spotted. Synderen trying to retreat. We're going to see Rise might be the target. Fogg's a lot of damage. And there's the track on the crit. They're going to make him the primary target. They will be able to bring him down. Here comes MSS. RP catches 2. Shockwave plus a little bit of right click. Going to make it a 3-for-1. At least 2 track kills there. And that concern we had about Universe getting the job done on Bounty, yeah, I don't think it's a concern anymore. A guy is doing his job well. Been involved in 4 kills.
MSS on Magnus, too. Compared to this to his Bat Rider, just such a big difference. And he's going to catch a free ride, Universe.
Yep.
In Universe.
Unicorn looks like he's going Yasha, actually. What is he trying? Is he trying to be an F1 racer? Boots of Travel, Yasha?
It's not bad. It's really bad when you're behind though.
Yeah.
So Looks like they're gonna get a. He can just Song of the Siren though, so.
And coming out, and Song, nope, blew him up too quick. There is a cast point on Song, and yeah, when you got that much burst,
it would kill him anyways. So
good point.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing about Naga Siren. Like, if you farm for this much and then you just die like a fly like that, it's MSS steals the haste rune. Is he gonna be able to get a kill on Rise?
Oh, MSS is playing the best game I've ever seen him play, and that doesn't just include for EG. I mean, across multiple seasons.
Usually, how well he plays, though, just not on the Batrider.
Yep.
Like, I've seen him play before. I know he's a very promising mid. It's just some players are just not meant for some heroes. Like Dendi Mag, he's just not meant for Mag. You know, and it's just Korok. It's not meant for Clockwork or Bat. And it's just how it boils down sometimes. It's just that certain intricacies of the heroes just don't suit a certain player's playstyles. And yeah, MSS definitely finding the groove here in game 2 and 3 of the series.
Strikes me that MSS needs to do much better on heroes that have big abilities that affect an AoE. Magnus and Timber being foremost among them. Bat, like you said, just not his thing, man. Single target initiation.
Well,
Stay
he
away
also
from
needs Escape, though. Like, Timber has Timber Chain.
Good point. Good point.
He needs a little bit of room for error until he gets more experience.
Yeah. And Puck. Puck would be a nice hero to see MSS take a shot at. I don't think I've seen MSS play Puck at all.
Puck's one of those different heroes. It's either you can play it or you can't. It's like it's very difficult to tell when someone's going to be a good Puck player. Now I've seen him a couple times. It's not a big standout one, and looks like EG's going to get a free tower in mid. Looks like crit. Oh no, crit.
Yep.
Another track kill.
Yep. Fear getting that kill. He's now
and a basher. Oh lord. This is 16-minute face Midas armlet basher.
Yep. And his net worth right in 10,000 range at 16 minutes. He has benefited a bit. Universe will be dusted and will eat the unstable concoction. Fear's coming up to help him out. There's going to be the open wound. Synderen's going to land a Gale. Not going to matter, as that's going to be another track kill. Going to help Fear out even more.
Fear. Are they going to get another track? Oh, no.
There it is.
This is just so totally coming apart for Mouse right now. 7,500 gold, and the track kills are just piling on top and top on top of more track gold.
Jail spotted out at top. There will be a reaction, though. Now they're going to reinitiate on the ace. Do they have... Nope, don't have a stun. Bash? Ooh. Could have maybe gotten a single target bash.
Chance. You need the RNG lords.
Is that still
Didn't
flying?
say his prayers today, man.
Trying to see if the impetus spear was still flying. That was really cool. It's moving really quick. But like you said, 16 minutes in, 10,000 gold the advantage currently for EG. And yeah, this is only going to get worse from here. Universe now level 11, level 2 track is up. And, you know, they've built this kind of lead on level 1 track, which, as good as it can be in the early phases, isn't like going to just allow a team to run away with it. Level 2 track is where things can really get out of hand. So if Universe is able to notch another 3 or 4 unanswered track kills, expect to see EG just basically this gold graph is going to look like a brick wall.
Yeah, I think if all they need to do is hit RP on Naga Siren. If they do that, it's just pretty much over for the fights because Lifesteal will just go to town on anybody. They can't stop him without the Naga Siren. So Unicorn has to like really watch his positioning, and I don't really think tankiness will do for him too. I think it's mostly just a positioning thing. Like even if he had like a Manta right now or Manta Diffusal, like he wouldn't have that much more HP. He's still gonna die in a Lifestealer bomb combo with the Bounty Hunter or even a Magnus at this point. So he just has to be very cognizant of where he is, trying to use his illusions very smartly to try and bait out spells, bait out ganks, scout out for him. And we haven't really seen him use mirror images to that effect yet.
Universe has a passenger. He's looking for a target. Not going to find it in the jungle. Synderen's right there in mid, and he is no longer under the tower. This is very definitely a dead Venomancer. There it is. Infest out. Track goes off, and one sure can toss enough to secure the kill. The Prophet ulti went off, but not going to accomplish much of anything. In the meantime, Fog is picking up some gold down at bottom. And Fear going to continue to farm away. He is 800 gold away from an abyssal, my friend. 800 gold!
Yeah, that is just super, super, super scary.
And a little bit of a reaction, Rise and Crit moving out. Crit has not had the game he would have liked to have had on this Elder Titan, but this kind of comes down to what we saw in Game 2 as well. You can run heroes like Elder Titan mid, and it's fine. You just got to have a hang on. Miss on the skewer, so Crit backing out of that. But you have to have a defined purpose for it, and really Crit's just kind of wandered around, and they haven't been able to put together any decent 5-man team fight at all.
Yeah, the pressure just coming out way too much from EG, and all the T1s down on side of Mouse, they're like scrambling for farm, but they can't find any because their jungle is just being completely overrun.
Fog gonna be
there they go.
pick up at bottom. So they do manage to get him. Here comes him. Oh, not sure. MSS had his blink put on cooldown, it would seem. Not sure what hit him. But was it Vina Ward? That would have been hilarious if he'd have whiffed it there. But stopped it just in time after the blink did not function, so they will go ahead and pull back and look to reset a bit. And but yeah, it's fine. Fears,
might get a
1920 Abyssal. 19 minutes, 20 seconds. He has Midas, Abyssal, Phase, and Armlet. I can't imagine the damage he's going to have next time they take a full 5-man. And Synderen spotted out by Universe. He's empowered as well. Janata and MSS there just to help seal the deal. And that's an unstoppable streak for MSS and yet another track kill going to EG.
16-5. This is just brutal. Yeah, Mouse kind of just needs to 5-man and hope that they all get caught and hope that Mag doesn't hit a big RP, which is not that far-fetched because they have Song of Siren to scout him out. They have Venom Wars to stop him, as we just saw. They have Nature's Prophet, Force of Nature, and they have the Spirit. They have a lot of ways they can actually find him. And they have the mirror image on the Naga Siren. She has Manta up too, so things aren't going too poorly for Mouse. I mean, it's pretty bad for them, 10,000 gold cap, but no Roshan yet taken down, none of their T2s taken down. They are still in this game.
No doubt about it. I mean, they're when you look at the gold graph, 10,000 to 20, that's pretty bad, but it's not insurmountable. And we have seen that sort of be surmounted before. There's a stomp to slow things down in mid, but MSS going hunting, will find Rise, going to hit him with the skewer, open wounds just in case. Track kill goes to EG. Decent amount of damage comes from Nature's Wrath, but with Nature's Attendants there to help heal them up, not going to be a huge concern. No mech out on EG. A little surprising. Geo obviously could have bought it, has his Scepter up. Looks like they were just prioritizing the damage output of this Enchantress first.
Yeah, I think they could have gotten Arcane Mech on her and pushed a lot earlier, or just done Roshan. And I mean, Scepter's nice, but you don't really need damage. You have a Life Stealer who has an Abyssal already, 21 minutes. Like, you don't need that much more damage.
Yeah, he's hitting for, when his armlet is toggled, he's hitting for 340 damage with an Empower on. 340 right-click damage when he's empowered and has on his armlet. That is absurd. Like, just truly absurd. With that kind of damage output, if he catches out even crit, he's going to be able to basically 5-shot it.
Yep. And they know that they're warding with that Vino ward, and they know that they should be setting up for Roshan. They think they're doing it right now, but nope.
Dire's middle tower is
looking to contest Roche if they do happen to move in that direction. 5-17, and just 22 minutes in. But if EG takes a big fight, takes a Roshan, this very well could be another fast game in what has been a very fast series so far. Ace does have up his Shadow Blade, coming out not the best time in the world. 22 is not horrendous, but gets it out nonetheless. So maybe he can start to split push and free this map up just a little bit.
The thing is, EG just can do so many things right now. They can take out Roshan, they can play passively and farm and get even more items on Lifestealer and make them invulnerable. They can gank with Bounty Hunter bombs, or they can just 5-man. They can pretty much do anything that they want. The only thing that they can't do is do Roshan, get Song of Siren slap into like a 5-man Elder Titan ultimate or something just disastrous like that, or just play passively and get picked off at the same time. So there's like a couple of bad options for them, but for the most part, they're in full control of this game. They can tailor it based on how Mouse is going to play. If they're going to play out risky and farm like Passive River a couple of times and just go out with Lifestealer and Bounty Hunter ganks like they were doing before, and they try and split push, just try and push all your lanes out while protecting them, and then just force the issue at T2s, they can just play it slow.
Fear denies the tower at top. Unicorn has not been a factor whatsoever. This is, of course, the weakness.
Wow, what's his ultimate orb for? Is he going sheep?
I have no idea. I was wondering the same thing.
Lincoln's?
Maybe Lincoln's, yeah.
Oh, no. He's going, what is Lincoln's going to do versus you? Like, open wounds, boom, Abyssal, dead. Mag, RP, dead. Track popped off and you're dead. So yep. I don't like the pickup. I think a Radiance would be good for him because they need a split push. He just got a tower. He got a tower on top too, although it was denied. But they can keep up the split push pressure. They have a Nature's Prophet. They have a Naga Siren. They are not out of this game. And I think that Radiance would go in line with the split push philosophy, but we'll see how they decide to handle it. And they have Sentry Wards all up on the map right now. Sentry Ward and Observer Ward combo, Sentry Ward and Observer combos. So Mouse is doing the right thing. They're trying to prevent people from dying to the Bounty Hunter, and they're trying to farm up in the process and get some free towers while they can.
MSS under cover of an invis, going to go hunting near the Ancient Camp. Might spot out Rise. He's right there.
Radiant's top tower is
And
under attack.
nope, looks like he should be able to make it away as the sentry and ward combo, as you mentioned, making the difference that time. Haste
They just need a
response.
gem on EG.
Yep. And they should have the money for it. I mean, I'm not sure about the... Oh, hang on. Manages to track down Rise. Fear right there with him. And we'll get off the unstable concoction, but really just not doing much. Rise will be back up in
Unicorn's gonna
20
get the
minutes.
right tower though. But I think EG can probably force a T3 at this point.
Yeah.
Nature's Prop is still really weak. I think he should have gone mech instead of Shadowblade, in case they do take a team fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We can see Fear continuing to hit very, very hard. Stomp's there to try and slow things down. I feel like EG, biggest mistake they've made this game is JO's build. I just don't feel like JO's contributing a whole lot right now. Would have been much better to have a mechanism. Instead, a little bit of single target damage, I suppose, never hurt nobody. MSS and JO looking very brave. But
Look at these Vino wars. They are owning. Like, all of them are, like, almost, like, just really, really low. Oh, they're looking to pick someone off now that Lifestealer's TP'd out. Fog looking to be the one.
gonna try the TPE, will be spotted. Stomp is there. So they get a return kill. Only their 6th of the game. EG still tripling them up, 18-6. And, you know, honestly, the last few minutes, Mouse has held. I mean, they're cutting down the lead slightly, which is impressive because it's been in the last 4 or 5 minutes that Universe has been level 11 or 12 with up level 2 track. This is going to be a level 2 track kill. And that hurts.
That hurts badly. But, I mean, it's just one of many, many track kills. But look at the gold graph for the past 10 minutes. It's pretty much just been sitting around 10,000 flat, and a lot of that has to do with Unicorn split pushing with the BOTs, and we did not like it before, but, I mean, he's going to be able to pressure up this T3 on top very soon, and unless they get a Lifestealer gank, which I totally think they should do, like, right, oh, he's going Scotty. He's going for the gold.
Yeah, you're going to go big or go home, right? Dual ultimate orbs picked up. Certainly going to make him feel well-rounded and tanky, if nothing else. And this is interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen this particular variation on this build. The Boots of Travel I've seen.
Scotty is okay versus Lifestealer, but in terms of being able to slow him during Rage, but it has a dual effect of he leeches more HP.
Mm-hmm. You know, again, all of the items in his inventory are not that uncommon. I've seen them all at one point on an Augur. Just never really like this. Never have I seen a diffusal skipped with this much gold banked at the same time. Like, if that Manta was a diffusal, it would feel a little bit more common. But the Manta style getting his job done, like you said, they're maintaining there is some semblance of control on the map, basically through his Boots of Travel split push.
Yeah, XP 20,000 difference right now, and I think the track goal is just going to be insurmountable at some point if they keep giving away kills. Mm-hmm. But maybe this Naga Center can carry through. I don't have too much faith in it, but we will see. He has a Scotty up after the Centaur. He will have it up right now if he chooses to buy it. And Lifestealer has his AC right, like it's on chicken, pretty much. It's his Hyperson's on chicken, and everything else is in the stash.
Universe trying to find something in mid. Ace is the one there. He's got help to the north. And Unicorn, let's see if he's, going to pursue him out into the jungle. And they may be able to get him. They should have spotted him there. Yep, immediately pinged down. Universe is on top of him. Any detection?
Up.
Yep. Ace blown up just like that. Necro Book now picked up by the Crystal Maiden. So a little bit of extra push power being given to them. In the meantime, at bottom, we can see Mag and the CM taking what they can, just trying to keep the lanes pushed in.
Mm-hmm. They have to. That's pretty much the only way Mouse can like delay the game is by pushing, because I don't think they can take a 5-on-5. Aegis is reclaimed in 55 seconds. I highly doubt EG will make a push before then. But the gold graph is still staying relatively flat, and Naga Siren has picked up the Scotty and 1,000 gold to boot on top of it. So Naga Siren, is he going to be out of control? 1-1-0 on him. But yeah, we're caught at 1 RP, 2148 HP with 18 armor. Doesn't matter. He is just going to melt and then get abyssal after, and then they are just going to be completely lost. And he also does not have enough money for buyback right now.
19,000 net worth for Fear. He is ready. I don't know. Honestly, EG on the back of Fear should be able to take a fight. Even if it's just a 2-man RP, I think that would be enough for them. They're just so strong right now, and Fear's so far ahead. Assault Cuirass, Abyssal, Armlet, Phase, Midas, and, an Aegis just for funsies. All up at 28 minutes.
Look at these images own MSS. He's at like less than half HP.
Yep. Damage is there. Just imagine when she adds a diffusal, if that is indeed going to be a choice.
Scotty gives her a lot of damage, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll see how this works out for them. He is split pushing top right now. He is just BOT there. He doesn't actually have a...
TP.
Yeah, TP. But I guess they can't really pressure off that. None of the lanes are really pushed. Universe trying to get a gank going. They need someone to push out this wave though, or else it's just way too obvious that someone's there. Yep.
They're going to go ahead and pull back and reset, so the Aegis reclaimed in the meantime. And got to give Mouse credit. They very easily could have let this game get away from them, but they've actually held on quite admirably. When you look at the gold, I mean, it's been, coming up on 15 minutes. They've been able to just keep the game.
Bounty Hunter has to find more kills, though.
Yeah.
He's not doing his job.
This is
hunting them heads.
like in American football, there's a term that Peyton Manning often uses, third and reasonable. You don't want to be in a third down situation, but you can't always expect it to be third and one. So don't worry about, getting the full first down on second down every time. Just be at third and reasonable, third and 3, third and 4. And that's kind of what I feel like Mouse has done here. They have kept this, the experience is out of hand, but gold-wise, at the very least, they've kept this at 30 minutes in reasonable.
Mm-hmm. And Universe still looking for kills, but they've just been split pushing for like 10 minutes straight. Bounty Hunter is supposed to be like one of the kings of stopping split pushes, especially against a Nature's Prophet. I guess like Naga Siren is a slightly bigger deal because she has images and because she's so tanky right now. Looks like Universe is on the tail for Ace, but there's no one down here to help him out.
Universe spots out Unicorn. There's the mirror image and pinging it out.
Ping him out, but yeah, they just need to use solo RPs at this point just to kill Naga Siren, and then if he buys back, just wait for RP to come up, do Roshan, something like that in the meantime, and then just he's actually really under level too. Level 14 on Naga Siren. I expected him to be a little bit higher. Oh, Boots of Travel pick up in Lifesteal. That's exactly what they need.
Yep. So Fear going to have the answer to that. And it makes sense that Unicorn would be a little under level because he's basically using his illusions to split push, so his experience gain has been very, very
That's
limited.
why he needs a Midas. Midas totally would have paid off for the way he's playing.
Yep. At this point,
and a Scythe on Nature's Prophet.
Nice pickup. Mouse is hanging, man. There's no other way to say it. EG has just been unable to find the room to shut the door. The closest they came was in mid, and they were unable to push off of that. And, I'm really impressed with Mouse being able to hold on. Don't know that they're going to win, but they're at least giving themselves a real chance. They're just playing a hang-around kind of style.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Unicorn spotted out by Universe once again, and Uni going to be running on his tail. That's a 21.
If he stops his TP, he's going to die here. Oh, no, there's actually only 3 heroes. Oh, no, there's 4.
Oh, he actually Mantis out of the track. And fogged. Not going to be able to chase him down. So, Song of the Siren gets him safety.
They need Magnus or the Lifestealer there. Magnus can lock him down with RP, and Lifestealer can rage through the Song of Siren or just Abyssal through. So I don't know why they were going for a gank without it, but Ace gives them some time on bottom now that Bounty Hunter is scouted out on top.
You're hustling around. Boots of Travel plus Phase Boots. He's got 1 boot for each foot. Gotta love when you get to see those builds. They don't match, though, so fashion faux pas for a Lifesteal. I wonder if he wears them on his hands, since he crawls around on his hands just as much.
He has an armlet for one hand.
Oh, that's right.
And Midas for the other.
Yeah, it's Lifestealer, so he probably has the armlet on his foot and the 2 boots on the front hands. That seems like that's how he would roll. Collapsing now. Synderen's screwed. Going to be tracked out. Fears.
It's a Ghost Scepter, so maybe he can live for a little bit if he gets first hit.
Got off his ulti.
Very quick Ghost Scepter, but yeah, he's a goner. Yeah.
Fear in the
Roshan is up.
Yeah, but there's almost no way you can come help unless you come with the full 5 on Fear at this point. He's just way too far ahead. So Roche is up, as you mentioned. Have they spotted it yet? Have they even checked it?
I don't believe so. Fox should check it out if he's over there, but looks like they're dewarding right now.
Up atop, Mag going to be a target. Scythe of Ice up on the Nature's Prophet, don't forget. Ace on his tail, and he's going to be able to catch him. There it is. Scythe, Riptide, right-click damage, and the Courier is going to be ensnared. Can Ace grab it? 1, 2. Didn't see what was on it, but Shiva's coming out to him. Very nice. 33 minutes, and Mouse just continues to play Dota. They're hanging around, man. They really are.
Graph actually slightly dip in their, dip towards them.
Yeah. Without Mag up, EG was in position to try and put together a nice push here at bottom.
Fake a push. They're going to fake a push on bottom and then go on top. Can they actually get Ace, though? I don't know.
Yep. Oh, they might get Unicorn. And nope. Pulls back. Just has to go defend the tower. This is this is the definition of Rat Dota for Mouse, but they're making it work for them, man. They really are.
It's their only option left to them.
They're avoiding fights so well.
Cast in like 10 minutes.
Yep.
If not longer, 15 minutes maybe.
Ace Shadow Blades into mid. Fogged is there. He's got Scythe. And there it is after the right click. And here comes the Earth Splitter. Kaboom!
That was unnecessary.
Sometimes you just got to go for the style points, man. Just think how good that felt for Crit. Crit has had a rough game for the most part, sitting at 2 and 6, and just being able to throw that out and have that connect. Sometimes you got to do stuff for the morale, man. I think that was a good one.
I think Fear needs a Blink or a Shadow Blade. He needs to be able to catch up to people because he just can't find anyone to kill, and he has a hard time closing the gap just because of the constant split push, the Naga Siren Sleep, and the net. He just can't find anyone to kill ever. He's constantly forced to push out lanes by himself, and these T3s are taking a hit. 670 on top, Glyph already used, and 1082 on bottom, and looks like they should go for a Roach pretty soon too. Oh, Lifestealer going for the Mjolnir. He wants to go for the AoE build. I think it's the right build in this scenario though.
I'm gonna start calling builds like this the Hummingbird build. This is such an absurd amount of attack speed with Armlet plus Assault Cuirass plus the Midas plus Rage. When he rages, like seriously, he's gonna be swinging so fast. Look at this. Dum, dum, dum. Roche gonna
needs minus armor for Roshan.
Yeah. And down it goes. That's going to be Lifestealer's Aegis. Now, at this point, I feel like EG just needs to commit to something. They need to shove the lanes out as best they can, run down the lane and say, we don't care what they do. We can outpush them if we win a fight. But, I mean, you don't want to take a dumb fight. But like you said, just the fact that they have kept EG from effectively coming on to their side of the map this long, MSS has been taken out of the game, essentially. He has been able to accomplish so little.
Yeah, blink up on Alchemist too. So like the items are starting to kick in for them. And if Mag gets sheeped out, he needs a buyback. I think he should have went BKB over the Shivas. Shivas doesn't really help with anything. It's like okay at clearing Naga illusions, but that's what Lifestealer is there for, and that's what Empower is there for, and Shockwave.
And Necro is starting to come out on all sides. We see Fogged has picked up Necro 2. Necro 1 picked up on the bounty. Necro also picked up, I think it was I saw somebody pick it up on the side of Mouse. Could be wrong, so Necro Creep's going to be a big deal for EG, though.
And yeah, just trying to fend off the mass Naga Siren Illusion army. He's going to have Butterfly soon, too. He pretty much has Butterfly.
Mjolnir done. Attack speed's kind of silly. It's a little silly. 326 attack speed right now.
Lifestealer needs MKB though.
Yeah,
very soon.
I agree.
Wow, look at Fear. He just rips through waves too.
And I didn't even see. I want to see him, especially with Empower. Oh, I can't wait to see him connect with this. I hope he rages. Rage for me, Fear. Show me it. Boom, boom, boom. So.
I mean, he does like 500 damage a hit.
Yep.
With a Mjolnir proc.
And don't forget, that's without Armlet. When he toggles Armlet on, it's going to be even more. So, Universe going with utility bounty build when drums, Vlads did make a big difference early, but now all about dim Necros, and they're just still struggling to push this out. It's been a very quiet mid-game phase, basically from 20 minutes, over the last 20 minutes, really, from 20 minutes until now, at 37 minutes in. We have seen very little action comparative to what we saw early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Universe pinged out. They try to collapse. Not going to catch up with him in time. And let's put you in the captain's chair for both teams. Give me 2 sentences game plan for both, Merlini. What do you do as we approach the 40-minute mark?
Have more effective bounty hunter ganks with EG. Just pick off the split push. For Mouse, just keep split pushing and stop dying. Don't die. Well, they haven't been dying, so that's pretty simple.
And EG, collapsing on Fear. Can they get him? Oh, this would be so big. Nope, Rage TP just going to be there. Can he ensnare? Nope.
Whoa, or was it ensnare? He had vision of him with the Sprout, too. That was a big misplay. And now they're going to be able to pressure the T3 before Mouse can pressure the T3 on top. And that is just a really big issue for them. Are they actually going to try and trade racks? Unicorn looks like he's making a run for it. But this is the break that EG finally was looking for. Their lanes are pushed out. The glyph is down. Does Dire have their glyph up? In 15 seconds. So by the time he gets there, yes.
You hate to see what just happened. Like you said, it really does come down to one mistake. The ensnare should have been there. I called it out. I expected it. Everyone expected it. Now they lose a tier 2. They're likely to lose a tier 3. There's going to be Fear raging through the unstable concoction. Tier 3 is done. He rages through the stomp damage as well. Earth Splitter is going to go out and catch Universe, but Universe only. The racks will end up dropping. And Mouse, who did such a good job in playing stable to this point, one major misplay by Unicorn could end up costing them this game. And they take a free racks. Like, that's the only way to put it. They didn't even suffer that
He might
much
get
damage.
RP'd there. If he blinks skewers and force staffs, oh, he could have gotten them.
And,
Well,
yeah.
Fear almost dies to the illusions. Did you see his HP?
No, I didn't, actually. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Playing right on the edge. Bounty's going to get book 3 off of all of that madness. And, yeah, that's probably going to be the moment that ends up completely influencing the outcome of this game. 8-0, by the way.
Small. I mean, it was like a seemingly small thing. Oh, he didn't cast one spell, but it was just had such a big impact on the game. Like, Mouse was in a pretty good position to come back. And now, with the racks down, it's just going to be even harder for them to split push.
Yep, 2 book 3s now, by the way. Bounty and Crystal Maiden both. Adding them into the inventory, so not only do they have push power, they have anti-push power as well. And you take a look at the kills deaths board. 16 of Evil Genius's 21 kills have come from just the Lifestealer and the Mag. So Fear and MSS really leading the way for this squad. Still haven't seen MSS RP. And what has it been, 25 minutes now since we've seen a reverse polarity?
Yeah, about that. It's a long time to go without casting RP.
Yeah.
He has to find the opportunities, man.
And Unicorn's still trying to do what he does, trying to split push up this bottom lane, but EG beginning to move more and more onto the side of Mouse and feel very confident about it. Unicorn's just going to have to come to the next fight. Like, if they give away a tier 3 forward, fine, but I think if EG just rushes down top now, especially given that Unicorn's having to push into mega creeps, I don't.
But look at Jail. He's so useless versus push. He has these items, but they don't do anything.
Yep.
Like, go impetus these creeps. Get an MKB. Get something. He's just gonna let this T3 fall for free. Are you kidding me?
Yep. Tier 3.
Okay. Not even trying for it to deny. Okay.
J.O.
Is he gonna let the racks fall too?
Yeah, I don't know. He's keeping an eye on. He's trying to do his best, but look at him being overrun now. There's Untouchable that'll help out some. Finally, Fog rotates over to help out him. That's going to force a rotation out of Fear just to get these creeps cleared out. So even with mega creeps, the split push pretty solid and forcing Fear to come off of that top lane and buying Mouse a little bit more time.
Enchantress is need sheep, and then like you can chant one sheep the other, or just blink sheep and kill the Naga Siren. Like, they have to be able to kill her. They don't have any sheeps. They went mass necro books, which is nice if you're pushing, but they can't push. So it's very, very useless. If they had sheeps instead, even on Bounty Hunter, it would just be a big difference. The gold difference isn't even that much. It's like 500 gold difference between the sheep stick and necro 3, and he doesn't have Lincolns either. So all they need to do is kill Unicorn once, and then and just push out because he can't TP out, and then just RP him and kill him there. So they just need to gank him once, and this might be the start that they're looking for.
Unicorn spotted out. There's the Manta. He's got help coming. JL going to be scythed and ensnared. Universe is there. They do get the kill onto the Enchantress, though. JL on his Enchantress with the build he's used really just hasn't contributed much. There's MKB now done on the Lifestealer. So he's going to be ready to fight under any terms fogged. Pops the Necro 3 while the rest of Mal's looks to retreat. Unicorn will go ahead and TP home. Crit. Looking for a nook of his own and hanging out for the moment, but decent little pick. And again, Mal's just hanging around. Still 10,000 gold. And it's been the same deficit coming up on, what, 30 minutes now? Half an hour?
Yeah, Roshan's about to respawn 1 to 4 minutes. And yeah, these supports on side of Mouse, they aren't really doing anything either at this point. I mean, they're just like trying to defend as best they can with adds a spray and mass Vin awards everywhere and get some vision out on the map. But Fear is actually pretty likely to die, I think, at some point now, just because of the sheep stick. He has 2278 HP, but that's actually not that much considering how farmed this Naga is. And she does a ton of damage, Diffusal or not. And she has 5580 gold in the bank too. So even with buyback, buying back, she can still buy Diffusal. Looks like the push is coming right now.
Fear is essentially min-maxed right now. He's 6 slotted with Boots of Travel, and he's level 25. He's going to go into rage. Look at this attack speed. Just utter domination. He is going to have to pull back off this. Here comes the Earth Splitter. Will be dodged by everyone except the Necro creeps.
Unicorn's not there, though. They need to defend this. The T3's already down on bottom. Yep. They have to go back.
And, yep, they're going to head back en masse. And Mouse just continues to rat him out, man. Fear can deal with these, but what do you do if you're Fear? Do you look to maybe sell that armlet and go Heart, or do you just stick with the armlet and say, all right, team, let's just get it done?
They just need, it's not really his items that matter, it's the support's items, because they are the ones that can't catch him. They need like Blink Sheep, It looks like Enchantress is going Sheep finally now, but it's going to be so late. Like Sheep on Crystal Maiden, they just need to be able to catch them and just move past the illusions. Like get a Bounty Hunter with Windwalk, get a Shadow Blade just so you can catch them out. Unicorn just plays very predictably. Sends illusions in front, and then if it's safe, he'll go in. If not, then he won't. And it's pretty simple. Like just look at him do it right now. It's very predictable play. And if they can just invis past them and go, then it's a very easy kill. If they can actually abyssal him. But when's the last time we saw Nagastar come under any sort of pressure without our illusions? And that's another free tower for them. They just need to go behind the illusions, and it's or just smoke even if they don't have a Shadow Blade.
Yep. And we can see Ace is actually hooked up with Unicorn. They're going to go on the mag. There it is. Scythe right out. Unicorn's there. Gets the ensnare off. Has Song if he has to use it. TP coming in. That will be Fear landing. And there's going to be the Song to try and get Ace away.
Fear, use your rage.
And Ace still going to be tracked down. So they do get the kill. Roche, by the way, has been back up for at least a little while. This is a cheese Roshan, and now with the Prophet down. Don't know if he has buyback. He does. So we'll see if they want to take Roche at this point. But, I mean, this is a problem. Fear 6-slotted, and they just can't find any leeway.
Yeah, and the bottom racks has been down, but it doesn't feel like they're 1 racks up right now. It feels like they're 1 racks down, actually.
Yeah. Up. Pick on Rise. Way too far forward.
He did not need to use that abyssal right there.
No.
Like, absolutely not.
We'll force a couple of buybacks, and still not the biggest deal. There's a Battle Fury out on Mag. Just wanting some extra damage. Naga, though, has completed her heart.
Goodness. This is the super late game Naga. Diffusal is only 3,300 gold. Why are you going 3,300 gold items when you can go 6,000 gold items?
Yep, I agree.
Yule's on... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yep, and Fear bringing down the tier 3. He is ensnared down. Unicorn doing what damage he can. There's a stomp to follow it up. Can they pursue him out? He's going to infest into a Necro Creep. Now right back out. Here comes Mouse pursuing out. They almost got Universe. Ace will be RP'd. He got 2. He got Syndra in there as well. That's a double kill, and now MSS trying to stand against Unicorn. Buyback from the Lifestealer. He's coming in on the creeps via Boots of Travel. Unicorn so low, they can't get him. Song plus Stomp. Enough to get him away. Oh, did he track him down? He did. Jeho managed to catch him out.
With the blink.
Yes, finally Jeho, who, if we're to be honest, has not felt effective at all this game, gets a very important kill. And now Fear ensnared down, going toe-to-toe with Illusions. Buybacks aplenty. And there's the Abyssal on the Unicorn. Blown up. That will be that. 102-second respawn. EG finally able to get the job done. Took him long enough. Mouse, though, played a really nice holdout game.
So this game was so close. 10,000 gold lead, 20 kill lead does not matter when you play it like that. And they had the perfect heroes for that split push. My goodness.
And fun to see a return to carry Naga. We're not going to see the GG come out yet. But
gets Mega Creeps. Jeez, that's something.
Gets Mega Creeps in 70 seconds on Naga Siren's respawn. And looks like they're just going to rotate down the bottom and come at the tier 4s this way. But, yeah, I'm real impressed with Mouse. I think they held on admirably. They're going to take a loss here.
They did really well considering how bad the early game went. They did like as well as they possibly could.
Crit pops his BKB. And Syndra as well as Rise sitting behind the Ancient. And here comes Fear off of a Infest. Crit with no BKB. May end up dead here. Will be enchanted. Yep, there's a Frostbite, so he's down for the count. Did I just see a Dagon go off? Pretty sure I did. I'm almost positive I just saw one. Anyway, no, actually, I think they killed Necro Creep. I saw the laser effect.
Oh, yeah. That's GG.
GG, well played.
Tough game.
It was.
524 CS on the year. What in the world are we looking at?
And from henceforth, this shall be known as the Hummingbird build. Just flapping his arms so quick when he rages out. Very nice performance coming out of Fear, obviously. But MSS, I think we're beginning to discover the heroes he's good and not good on. Bad Rider, I think we could put on the shelf for a while. Mag, not so bad. 12-3 for him on Mag. 24 kills accounted for out of 33, just between Fear and MSS. Jo with that big pick-off, getting behind the tier 3. One impetus spear enough to clean up the Naga Siren before Hart could heal her up. So
remember that one ensnare though?
Oh.
That would have been so game changing.
Oh, it would have. Absolutely would have. 47-57, but before I run through the final stuff, I mean, I'm going to let you sum it up, Merlini. This is probably the most competitive game we've seen out of both teams so far in D2L play. I mean, EG did very, very well at what they needed to do. We did see Universe slow down on the Bounty Hunter. The track kill stopped piling up around 25 minutes. But Mouse just, I mean, they kept this map so open and kept themselves in this game for so long.
Yeah, I think that like most of the teams that were falling behind in D2 are starting to find their stride. BP taking a victory over Fnatic, Mouse and EG both looking fairly strong. I think that they just need to practice a little more. They have the potential, and it's actually starting to show now.
Yeah, couldn't agree with you more. So we'll put a cherry on it. 47 minutes, 57 seconds. The official game time, 12-33. As EG prevails over Mouse and puts a W on the board, Mouse falls to, they're struggling to 0-5 now. And, again, though, the D2L, if nothing else, their last few series, playing for pride, playing for practice, and we can see them begin to develop, as you said. I'm Merlini. I'm your host there in AC Chambers. We're done with the West for today, guys, but we do have East action coming up. 2 hours and 20 minutes. The awesome producer known as Sesh, a.k.a. Conrad, a.k.a. The Man, has informed me, Merlini and myself, going to be joining you once again if we can get the... Is it broken still? Is it... Oh, here it is. You can find Merlini right there. You can find me right there. It's at EC for me, at Merlini Dota for him. And I'll go ahead and let you plug your other stuff as well, Ben. We've actually had some fun series today. And I'd love to get an update on Navi versus Alliance. 4-4.
It's going to Game 5.
Game 5. 6-6-6 stuff. All right, so go ahead and bounce over there, guys. If you're watching here and you didn't know, which I don't know.
Well, this Fnatic Empire, too. It's on Game 3 of a best of 3, so both of those are down to the wire.
Good day of Dota, man. Don't forget, 2 hours and 20 minutes from now, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 a.m. Central European Time, and 9 a.m. Chinese Time. We will have our final 2 Eastern best of 3s, or 2 of our final 4 Eastern best of 3s, I should say. But so much is going to be decided tonight for the most part. There are a few scenarios that could play out, and we'll cover those in the pregame for that. But basically, LGD China looking to lock in their direct seed to our grand finals in Vegas coming up in January. Invictus Gaming and Vici Gaming, those still have the possibility to challenge them for that, but it's going to require some help and a loss from LGD coming up later today. But both teams are in action, so really looking forward to getting all of that underway. Before we take our break here, Ben, once again, plug yourself. One of the best educational streamers on the web. If you're one of those intermediate players looking to take that next step in your play and figure out how to get inside the head of the pros, this is the guy you need to hear for, and this is where you need to find him. Go ahead and drop the deets.
You can follow me on Twitter at Merlini Dota. I also release content regularly on youtube.com/Merlini Dota, and my Facebook and Twitch stream also the same /Merlini Dota. Thanks again, ASC. It was a pleasure.
Oh, as always, my friend. Can't wait to get our Eastern Division kicked off again. 2 hours, 20 minutes from now. Until then, enjoy the downtime and enjoy some Dota. We'll be right back on the HyperX D2L. See you soon.